for the next game.
And his injury list is a mile long to begin with. Raheem Edwards is actually off that list. As Vilcent, opportunity, top of the box, fighting area, Lassiter, and Lassiter puts it between the legs of Alex Bono. And in the 6th minute, Montreal takes the lead 1-0.
I think it's Herrera and Dome that are going to be important for this side, and one of the best in the league in providing accurate crosses into the box, again, because you've got a player like Christian Benteke inside, but this is a team that if you can get that service.
Oh, and there it is. Benteke trying to put it up and over Serrois. It goes into the net, and it is a goal. Serrois trying to argue that Gabriel Corbo was down on the ground. Play was not whistled dead. Serrois had to try and jump over Corbo to get to Benteke. And this is not off his head, but he touches it up and over the Montreal keeper, and we're level at 1.
Well, Benteke took advantage of the situation, absolutely, and you're right. They're Jonathan Serrois, Joel Waterman are under almost to a certain extent where they both all kind of stopped when they saw Gabriel Corbo go down. The ball's headed back in here. Christian Benteke doesn't stop. Fabulous little touch over the head of Jonathan Serrois.
Now Rowan pursues his own pass. Now he'll drive this across. Sunusi Ibrahim rises to the occasion and puts Montreal back in front 2-1.
Just got finished talking about how successful DC are in those positions and providing accurate crosses. Well, Montreal is somewhat lacking in that stat this season, but Rouen does the right thing here. And does he ever pick out Sunusi Ibrahim? And it makes it essentially a fairly easy routine header, although he's got to come backwards and just get a solid head to it because he's so close to goal. You can see Christian Dome just along the ground there looking for anything that's going to come underneath the wall, because you can expect that Alex Bono wants that wall to jump.
So Peltola picks up the yellow. He is not a player in danger of missing. Now touchback. Schwanier! The set piece works for Montreal. And just like that, it is now 3-1. Matthew Schwanier. He buries it. He gets his 2nd of the season.
Well, I mentioned it's in a prime location, and as I also said, the wall was most likely going to jump. Well, it does that just off a little bit of a fake from Ariel.
Across, and that is Christian Benteke. He buries it into the roof. He has his 2nd of the night, 13th of the season, and we're back to within a goal margin. It is 3-2 Montreal over DC United.
It looked like Jonathan Serrois got a piece of it. Corbo in the end was, of course, talked about how Stroud can get himself involved in games offensively, assist-wise. Well, there's another.
All the way across for Rowan, alone on the edge of the area. Dome comes out on him. Now Lassiter turns, drives it across, right in front, and it's banged home. Sunusi Ibrahim gets his 2nd of the night, and Montreal has doubled the advantage. It's 4-2.
If you're the DC defense, you've got to be aware. There's obviously going to be a number of players coming at you.
Time, you can see him limping in the right of your screen, and Atlanta take it away. And now Lobjanidze driving forward. He will have a go! Saba Lobjanidze! Just what they needed, and an announcement as well. How about that for Atlanta United?
Some effort in the final third. He's been up for it from the opening whistle. He's been direct. He's done it with pace. The wasted opportunity 20 seconds beforehand. This is not wasted. Direct and hit with perfection. Pick it out of the back of the net. Drake Calendar, it is 1-0. Lobojanice and Atlanta United.
Atlanta might be off and running. Forward to Lobojanice. Lennon continuing his run. Lobojanice is going to carry it himself. Already one goal today. He'll try for another. Oh, and he has it! Putting Atlanta on his back. It's Saba time, and it's 2-0 in Miami.
But for the life of me, someone from Inter Miami, the first rule of thumb is stop the ball. Nobody stops the ball. Lobojanice comes inside. No.
Busquets to Messi. A chance for Lionel Messi, of course!
But it doesn't matter. A little flat-footed, a little slow. 30 yards and in, you can...
In for a fun finish here at Chase Stadium. Advantage played for Atlanta as Wiley drives forward. Leaves for Almada. Almada cutting it back. Still Almada slides it. Wiley across, oh, and in! What a goal from Atlanta United! Jamal Chare! And the 2-goal lead is back for the visitors.
Extremely close, because obviously it's where the ball is and Caleb Wiley hits it. It's whether or not Chare's in front.
It is Mukhtar who takes the corner from the far side. The Golden Boot winner in his MVP season of 2022. Gets some air under this. This ball deflected and headed in. The finish, Jack Mayer in the mixer. And what do you know? It is Nashville that opens the scoring. They have a 1-0 lead at TQL Stadium. What an impressive start.
And because he makes that run to the near post, just watch how much of the space he opens up. Zimmerman goes up and
Walker Zimmerman over the head of Bunbury. Taken back by Nashville again. They have 4 into the attack quickly. Look at Mukhtar go. Eludes Miazga to the foot of Schaffelberg. Fires and scores! Jacob Schaffelberg off Celentano. And what do you know? This place is stunned. Nashville is up by 2.
What I will say is that Cincinnati have been taken by surprise by this Nashville press. You see Wobodo, he loses the ball. That leaves a space then for Mukhtar. Gets past Miazga, plays it to...
Will it be the left foot of Tolkien or the right of Forsberg? It is Forsberg. Brilliance! Patience pays off. And how? Red Bull New York with goal number 26 of the season.
Makes no mistake, the run over from Tolkien. And the wall is poor there, but now back into the team here. And Charlotte has been desperate for goals. He's been an X factor, a fan favorite, of course, the #1 pick a couple years ago.
Now then, it's opened up for Morgan and Forsberg! In next to no time, rinse and repeat the Red Bull way.
What's excellent here from Lewis Morgan, who's able to pick out that. It's going to be difficult, but got to give it a shot.
Ball towards the back post. Not completely cleared away. It's 3. And the floodgates are gaping at Red Bull Arena. The best defense in the land crumbling at Red Bull Arena.
At home, when one goal comes, it's been an avalanche. It's clever with the toe. And his side not being able to get the most.
Adjiman got a piece of it. He was onside. And now Bender, and via a deflection, scores for Charlotte. Well, it'll be little more than consolation, but it will be a positive twist in a rather negative tale for Charlotte FC at Red Bull Arena.
Back after the knee injury, comes in, shows his quality. He's been good against the Red Bull tradition.
I think he's going to have a go, isn't he? Stoppage time at the end of the first half. It's Evander. And it's brilliant! Absolutely brilliant! He went for it and he finished it. And he silences Q2 Stadium with another moment of Portland Timbers magic from the Brazilian.
He's going around, up and around the wall. There's enough room to squeak it in. Astuva misjudged it. So was going towards
from the spot for Portland. They've lost their last 3 road games. But Rodriguez may well have put them on course for 3 points on the road. Austin 0, Portland 2. Rodriguez 6th goal now in Major League Soccer. And the Timbers have set Austin a huge challenge in the final stages of this game.
The Timbers, would they stick or twist at the 1-goal lead? Would they go for it? They decide to. And when Rodriguez...
Muriel back for Angulo. Great little ball. Played all the way across. Chance here. Facundo Torres couldn't get it out from underneath his feet. Given away though. Torres taking off the ball. Angulo trying to get it through. Mauricio Pineda blocked it. Still can't be cleared. And it trickles in. Facu Torres will claim it. But that is an absolute disaster at the back from Chicago. Orlando stayed with it the entire way.
Past the fingertips of Chris Brady as nobody can get it out. Very unlucky.
Looks to be Ramiro Enrique for Orlando City, who's going to come on. Ali Selassie.
Oh, good ball.
Threaded through. Suke. Hugo Kuipers. 1-1. A much-needed goal for Chicago for a multitude of reasons. Pedro Gallese is beat. And we've got ourselves a game with 20 minutes remaining.
To give us 1-1 here, late in the game. That was a...
Looking to open his account. He almost did earlier in the game. He hasn't scored in 2024. His last goal was the final game of the 2023 season against Portland. Has 6 goals in his time with Houston Dynamo. Won the ball back. Griffin Dorsey smashes it across the face of goal, and it's guided home. Amin Bassi tap in 40 minutes into the game, and Houston, they've worked and they've worked and they've worked.
Wonderful ball. They keep it alive. It wasn't the most beautiful work game in there, but again, good delivery.
And now he lines up against Andrew Tarbell to make it 6 straight games with a goal and tie the club record. Early second half, Cabral won the penalty. Navajo's shot is saved, but it's followed home. Navajo won't have the goal-scoring streak, but Mihailovic has equalized at 1-1 early in the second half.
Yes, he missed one last week, and that was a kick save. This one, it's a nice height, though. Right footers predominantly go to that side.
And that's why we're level at 1-1. Now Houston trying to do something about that. Leaping at the top of the 6 was Mikael. Pumped in front here, and it's punched by Stefan on the shot. Oh! But it's taken by Latif Blessing. And Latif Blessing, back-to-back games, he has scored. And he will go hug Amin Bassi, the earlier goal scorer, who delivered in that initial service on the corner kick that has put Houston Dynamo in front 2-1.
From the forward LAFC player, he adjusts his feet, gets the technique, probably on his weaker foot, but he makes good contact. Houston have just got like half a second on the ball for their players to find a pass.
Now Kowalczyk in space to Aliou. Aliou, edge of the area. Cuts to his right foot. Layup for Kowalczyk. Kowalczyk all kinds of time! And he slams one home! Goal! Houston Dynamo! They answer on the counterattack and stretch their lead to 2, entering the final 10 minutes of the game.
Just watch how he cuts across the ball now. He looks across and then he just fizzes that into the corner. It just opens up nicely. He times, he gets it out of his feet. And there he goes, Mark, just tucks it away.
Brown with the long throw. Oh, there's a strike. And once again, goals! Oh, a tiny finish. Twinkle toes in the box as the ricochet benefits the Whitecaps. And for the first time since April 27th, Vancouver take the lead.
You go straight to Ryan Gold. It's absolutely amazing what he can do. If it's in possession, he can keep possession.
One or two boos as well. It was a tough start, as I mentioned earlier, to the campaign last season. It was overcome. The ball given away. It's Gold bearing down on goal and putting this game away. SKC short-circuiting in the defensive third. Tim Leibold gifting Vancouver a goal.
Says, thank you very much, and he's going straight to goal here. He is never going to miss this. He knows exactly when to take the strike here.
4 minutes were added. Bolito, Shelton. Ball bounces back his way, making inroads in the box, pulls it back, the shot, Takaoka couldn't stop it, he got a touch to it, but SKC pull one back, with time on the clock, and this crowd, somnambulant for so long in the second half, have been awakened
into a goal-scoring manufacturing spot here. Polito has a presence of mind to lay it back here, and look at what Kyrie Shelton does here. The little in-between here, and then puts it in the danger zone, and Shawnees does the rest.
Despite difficult moments, they're able to bounce back and get something out of it.
Oh, what a pass from Delgado, cutting inside. Here is Peck. Joveljic, and it's 1-0! An absolute masterpiece in transition. And Dejan Joveljic, inside of 5 minutes, has tallied his 8th of the year. It's 1-0 LA.
Yes, there's a little slip up there, but the patience from Peck to slot that one over to Joveljic, who's able to set his feet, redirect that to the back post.
Frazier now. Ariolo will keep it going wide. Early service in front, and we're tied at 1. An absolute blister of a goal from Delgado. No doubt about it from the Ecuadorian. All even at 1. That is a response.
FC Dallas pulls up some players underneath. Ariolo slots that one wide. And from a somewhat...
And so this time, it's the first half goal scorer, Dejan Joveljic, to try and get the brace. And he does! Joveljic with his 9th of the year. LA back in front at home.
And it's attendance through the night. Joveljic steps up and brings a roar to the faithful here, slotting that one home with confidence.
Sealy got to it there, but he headed it right at Ricky Pooch. Out in transition. Pooch onto his left foot. Pooch! There's a goal of the week candidate from end to end for the 24-year-old. Exclamation point on another home win.
To his foot from start to finish. Look at him drive. Escape one defender. Breaks away. Cuts it inside. Keeps control and releases it before anybody.
A goal that entered Sounders legend and lore. Be part of the museum when they build it. Rusnak.
Oh! He didn't want to celebrate, but he has to let it all out against his former team. Questions about Albert Rusnak and how he has performed in that role. Well, the last 2 games he's answered them, and he might have his biggest goal of the season for the Sounders. 68th minute.
5 assists, no goals yet. Look at the disguise. Looks like the ball's going to go into the box. Look at his head, look to the left, and then he just drives it with the laces.
Was Atencio as well involved.
Wow.
Crooks. Arango.
Oh, chance.
Gomez! A second time!
Oh!
The unbeaten streak will continue in remarkable fashion when all appear to be lost. 2 for $1 for Andres Gomez, who gets his 8th of the season.
Gomez. And then the perseverance to get it back. Oh my goodness, they did it last week against FC Dallas, and here come this Salt Lake team again.
Bouanga against St. Clair. He's reached the half century of goals, and he's given LAFC the lead. They've been the dominant team, and they have the just rewards. 1-0.
Well, to get into the 18, he gets defenders offset, and then when the penalty kick is called, as cool as you like, as confident as you like, gets Dane St. Clair. Oh my.
Well, the fans absolutely love it. Bouanga, that worked out for him as well. Bogusz! Manny Bogusz with an absolute scorcher! Now that is the way to seal a victory. 2-0. St. Clair with no chance. And LAFC are moving up that Western Conference standings.
Whether it's the long ball from Hugo Lloris to pick out Kike Oliveira, whose first touch is delightful. His second, a back heel to Denny Bouanga. But when this ball finds its way to